Hey, in this video, I'm going to share with you a week in my life where I use AI to run my property business while I'm traveling. So first of all, I travel up from the south to the north to a project I've got. It's a flip project that we actually sourced using AI, and it's back on the market at the moment, up for sale. I go to there, I stop in Leeds as well for an online presentation about AI. I then go up to Teesside and look at a few other deals. One I'm about to just get the money back out, which I loan private finance on. I pick my friend up. I then drive back down to the south, and then the next day I head off to Colombia. So make sure you watch on. So I go to a mastermind in Colombia with my mentor, whilst I share with you how I use AI to run my business and my life whilst traveling. So enjoy. Property behind me here was sourced with a £5 a day ad spend and used AI automation and agents to nurture the deal, follow the deal up, and do a lot of the heavy lifting for us. So I just finished a webinar. So I've done a training on how to use AI to find property deals. Really exciting. First one I've done went down really, really well. Got a lot of people show up. Actually used AI to get everybody to show up, used AI to promote it, used AI to create the webinar. If you're interested, I'll put it in the description below. And now I'm off to pick up my mate. It's been a tiring few days. So this week, even though AI helped me put the webinar together, it still took a lot of work. It was a last minute thing from me and the team. I'm going to Colombia tomorrow. So my friend, he's really, really, really ill, and his car's broke down. He's got an appointment in the south with the hospital tomorrow, and he couldn't get down. So I said, look, I'm coming to get you. It's non-negotiable. This guy was there for me when I was nearly getting sectioned again. He dropped everything. He come and got me. So he was like, no, you're busy. I said, look, I've got to come up this way anyway, because one, I've got a couple of properties up there. I want to get some content. I wasn't planning to do it on the day of my webinar, but what I've done is I drove up most of the way last night, stayed near York where my property is, done the webinar. Now I'm going to go over to York, and then I'm going to go up and pick him up, and then I'm off to Colombia tomorrow. So I've just pulled up in Billingham in Teesside. This property here, I hate staying that side of properties. That one there, I'm just doing a refinance on that property at the moment. I acquired it with just legal costs and some work. So some of the windows needed doing, a little bit of work, and I got it from a motivated seller. The seller was just fed up of being a landlord, so I got it off him. And how I acquired this without putting any deposits down or anything like that, and took control of this, was I raised some private capital for it, paid 70k in cash, which I raised off of private capital. He then gave me 10k vendor finance on that, so he had a 70k mortgage off it, so I loaned that money to clear the mortgage. He then gave me 10k basically credit, like vendor finance, and then we've bought the property. I've now had it revalued. I've got enough money to be able to pay him back and the vendor back. I've obviously put some money into this as well. There was a boiler, there was some windows, there was a bit of refurb that needs to be done. So I bought it at a little bit of a lower price because he was motivated. But secondly as well, I forced the value up on this a bit more, so it turned into a BRR deal. So at the airport, just about to board the plane. I'm off to Colombia. I'm absolutely exhausted. It's been a long week. I had a few challenges throughout the week. Business wise, was trying to finish off this presentation. It was like a kind of a last minute thing for the team. Done the workshop yesterday, which went down really, really well. We've got a new product where we've got a lower sort of barrier to entry. We're calling it a launch pad for people that want to work with us, still want to get us to kind of help with the AI, but haven't got quite as much funds for us to do the whole setup for them. So we allow people to join Academy at a much lower price barrier, like basically 480 quid. So that went really well. Got a load of sign-ups yesterday. Really excited about that. But I drove up to North, as you'll know in the thing, and today I'm absolutely shattered and I'm feeling it now. So luckily it's a night flight. I bought some nose strips for the person whoever's going to be sitting next to me, so I don't snore them out so badly, hopefully not. But I'm going to sleep hopefully all the way there, 10 hours. And I'll see you in Bogota or Medellin.
My friends, you living in the gym there. You are super strong, bro.
So I just landed in Colombia. I'm in Bogota, the capital. Just waiting for a connecting flight. Got about 2 hours to the connecting flight. I had a terrible flight. My PA stopped working with us around a couple of months ago, and I've only just hired a new one. So last minute I booked the flight. Usually the PA would do that for me, and there was no upgrades for better seats. And yesterday when I was checking in, I was looking at the seats, and I could pick my seats, and there was normal seats. There was one where I was seated, it was 3 in a row, but it was right next to the toilet, but it was the only 3 in a row place, and it's a night flight. Took off from Heathrow at like 10 o'clock, and I was thinking, okay, I don't think everybody's going to pick these seats, so I've got a good chance. Like when I come back from Miami, I had the whole row, so it wasn't so bad. Like it wasn't quite a business class, first class bed, but I had the whole row. I was thinking, I've got a good chance for that here. I don't think everybody's going to pick the seats, but I sat next to two people. One of them wasn't very hygienic and quite wide, sat there, took up loads of room. The other one, he was drinking coffee, and nothing, no disrespect, but yeah, I could smell the coffee on his breath really badly. And then just as we took off, I fell asleep straight away. I was really exhausted, fell asleep into a nice deep sleep. The aircon above us started leaking. The stewardess was so rude. She wasn't even bothered about it at all. And it started leaking, obviously woke me up. It was splashing all over me. Like, I mean, not just dripping, it was pouring down. The guy next to me got absolutely soaked. So I couldn't get back to sleep. I didn't get back to sleep again. 30 minutes, maybe 45 minutes of sleep in total. Then I was up, must have drifted back off to sleep about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. I had another few hours sleep, and then the announcement come over and something happened. In total, I probably had about 4 hours sleep. I don't feel that bad. I'm pretty excited to be here at the mastermind anyway. So the adrenaline will probably carry me through today. And also I'll stay awake. This is 6 hours behind the UK. So it's early hours of the morning, but in UK, it would have been 9 o'clock in the morning. I will just power through and try to get sleep. I've done this a few times in these masterminds in New York this year. What I've done is I was just going to bed like sort of 7 o'clock at night and then getting up super early in the morning. It allowed me to go to the gym. It allowed me to get some calls, do some work before I actually got into the mastermind. And if I can stay on getting up like at 4 o'clock in the morning in this time, it don't throw my body clock out so much, but it also allows me to do a lot of work before I get into the mastermind, where it's 6 hour difference in time behind. So I'll be right in a good time zone. I can get to speak to my kids as well, and speak to team members. So let's go. So just a little guide how I'm using AI day to day in my life. So obviously the signs and stuff like that. So I've just come here. I needed money. So I've asked AI, should I get cash for taxis, or will taxis take a PIN card? Said most of them won't. So definitely get some cash at the airport. There was an exchange and 4 different cash machines. I asked AI which one's going to give me the best exchange rate. It told me the one that gave me the best exchange rate. I'll put the pictures up on the screen for this as well. And then I also questioned when the money come up, like it was 600 and pesetos, and I was like, what amounts? What should I be taking out? How much do I need really ideally? And yeah, just got that support just directly, instantly, just with AI. It's a little hack there, how I use AI all day, every day in my day-to-day life, and how it makes my travel a lot easier now. So one of the big things I do with AI at the moment, I've trained up AI folder and a GPT, just put in all the emails I've ever written, and I put it in there in the style I write it. So what I do with AI now is when I've got ideas for emails, I just dictate it straight into it. Like I show you on the screen here, I dictate it straight into it and it spits out an email for me. It's never perfect first time, but then I'll just go backwards and forwards, voice notes, just saying, hey, change this, slightly tweak that. And then, yeah, I've come up with an email. Emails are so powerful. Something I have not utilized because I don't like writing, but now I've got this in place. It's an absolute game changer, and I can do it in place like this, that I'm sat here waiting for my connection flight, and I've got all my emails done whilst I'm sat here. So straight off the plane, straight to the hotel. Really nice, swanky hotel. It is now 7 o'clock in the morning this time, but we are 6 hours behind in the UK. It's 1 o'clock in the UK. So I'm going to get a gym workout in straight away because I'm too early for check-in. We tried checking in yesterday. I had that hassle with the reception trying to get that done for some reason or another. But yeah, one of the other things I use AI for is my fitness. Over the last 6 months, I've been using AI to help me get in shape, because I put a picture up before and after. I was out of shape massively. And then while I travel a lot, I've got a set routine, what I do at home in my gym. But as you can see, this gym is very, very, very different. So what I'll do now is I'll take a picture of the gym and I'll say to AI, look, you know what my goals are. So I built out a little AI sort of assistant for my fitness. Now give me a routine with all the equipment in here that aligns with it. I want to work out, it's Tuesday today, I want to work out resistance. When's the VO2 max? I know what to do because we've got these running machines here. Look quite trendy. Thursday and Friday, I want to do another resistance training. So give me the workout that aligns with what I'm already doing in my routine. So yeah, let's get into it. So now after the gym, got my bit of breakfast in place, and I really been paying attention to my health and tracking my calories. And I've been using AI for that. Initially, I started with ChatGPT to do it. It's a little bit clunky. It's a good enough to get going, but I use an app called MyFitnessPal, and I can literally just take a picture of my food. Look, I'll put it up on the screen. So a picture of this, and it knew exactly what it was, the right calories, the right macros, ready tracked for me. I'm a few days into Medellin now, and again, I will share with you how I use AI as I'm going along and how it still works. I'm here for my mastermind, but I'm still working. In the background here, you see I've got my camera up. I'm shooting some ads, and how I create those ads is I went into the ad library and I looked at loads of people in a similar niche or niches that are the same or different niches that have got the same principles. And I took loads and loads of their content and I put it into an app called Poppy AI. It's an AI app. And what it does is it transcribes it, and then I can train these AI agents to think how I create content. So it takes out the core fundamentals from what they're doing. And if you go on Ads Manager, you can see ads, how long they've been running. So a quick little secret is if somebody's been running an ad for a long time, it basically means the ad's probably doing well. So what you don't want to do is copy this, never ever copy, but you do want to learn what the fundamentals behind this ad are for you to then be able to model. So then what I do now, it's easier than ever because I put that straight into this software. It transcribes it. I can then get the key points out from that. I can then get it to help me make multiple scripts sounding like me because I've trained up this AI to sound like me. And then I can pick them out and slightly tweak them and batch record loads and loads of videos. So this is what I'm doing this morning. Thought I'd give you a kind of update, and what a great backdrop to do that in. That's Medellin, Colombia. Behind me, a nice swimming pool there. So back home from the mastermind, absolutely shattered. I did get some sleep on the flight last night. I've got a couple of hours to go, and I've literally landed about 3 hours ago, and I'm going to do my own workshop tonight for my clients in my academy. So a little bit tired. Some of the key takeaways from the mastermind. The mastermind is called Ad Spend. It's all about advertising, marketing, sales, and AI and automation. And some of the big learnings in there was the AI and the automation. Some of the new tools that are out are unreal and phenomenal. And just about advertising and evolving into this space is super, super important. This is why I've put together a workshop teaching people how to use AI and evolve. And the learnings I'm getting from these massive advertisers, I'm bringing them into the property game. And then I'm teaching people how to use AI, automation and learnings and marketing to build out their property business. If you want to join me on my next workshop where I'll show you how to do that for absolutely free, it's live and it's a Q&A as well. Click the link in the description.